Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back once again to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name's Mark Love, and today I'm kind of filling in for Brian. He got tied up with some customers, so I'm just going over this coach for the first time. It should be an experience for both of us. Since we already have it opened up, I want to show you the inside first. Now, this is a 2018 Allegro Red 33AA floor plan, and it's really a good looking coach. I've always liked the way Allegro builds, so let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. Okay. So like all of the Allegros, they don't actually make full wall slides. This is a 4-slide floor plan, which is kind of unique on a short coach. This one's about 35 feet long. So the Allegro Red is on the XRC chassis. It's a 32,000 pound chassis, and it's got the 6.7 360 horse Cummins. So this is what I would consider a small engine diesel. But that being said, there's a lot of great features in this, and anybody that's ever owned an Allegro can testify to that. Let's start right up here with the dash, and let me go through a few things. You know, pretty standard Freightliner dash here. You do have all your shade controls. Your generator start right here, your map light, step cover, and so forth. I love the camera. You've got a selection of, you know, different views that you can scroll through here, depending on which one you want to pull up. You know, that I like this one here. It kind of shows you your back on both sides with it. You do have a 6-speed Allison transmission over here. And this one only has the single stage. It's an exhaust brake. It's not the transmission retarder that might have 2 or 3 stages. And of course down here we have our auto levelers. So it's a pretty basic dash, but the good thing about that is it's simple to understand, you know, very easy to navigate around here. And let me get this steering wheel up out of my way. Move that back a little bit. We do have some storage here. One of the things Allegro does is give you a nice little CD with all the information on it. And then we have a little bit more storage down here. Put my cord down in there. Overhead, we've got a couple of compartments up by the TV. One right here. Here's a pad for when we pull that couch out. And then on this side, we have our, this is for your satellite controls here. By the way, if you've ever wondered what these are, this is a 14 by 14 cushion, and they are designed to go in your Fantastic fan. You can see we have one right here. So this must be for the bathroom. But these are nice in the winter, when, you know, it's cold and you want to insulate it a little bit more, but they're also helpful in the summer if you're running your air conditioner and you want to block off that vent. Okay, let's get back to the dash. Again, over here, another little storage compartment. We've got our switch for our Winegard satellite. That just gives you a little bit of area for maps or whatever you want to keep there. And then here we've got a couple of our components. Of course, this, our inverter, our charger. We had the generator running earlier to cool it down a little bit. This is our thermostat here for our furnace and AC. It's got two air conditioners, 2 zones here. There's another one in the back. Okay, moving to the back here in the living area, this is really a nice setting. You notice there is a TV up front, but you know, when it's time to retire at night, this L-shaped couch makes it very comfortable. Your TV's right here. You have a fireplace right here. This is just a great living room setting, and for a 35-foot coach, you wouldn't expect to have this much livability. You also get a nice recliner over here, a rocker recliner. We have Huge storage here. These are all deep compartments, and you can see the two half sides are open all the way. This happens to be for your microwave if you're going to be baking in there or using the convection. All of these shades, like the front one, have both the daytime screen and then the nighttime block out there. And then again, we've got this is about a 5200 BTU electric furnace, basically. The fireplace here. It certainly is enough to heat this area of the coach on those chilly mornings when maybe you don't want to have to kick on your furnace. Okay, over across from the living room area, we have our dinette, and this actually does pull out. There will be a couple extra chairs here. And one of the things about this, not only is there good storage down below, but it's set up so you can kind of have a work center here. You notice there's a keyboard tray on that side. A little bit of storage down there. You can see we've got all of the Tiffin manuals in there. And for those vertically challenged, even the little step stool there. That's handy to have. More storage underneath here, and you can see that's pretty deep. What you're seeing down there on the bottom is the subwoofer. A lot of companies use the sound bars now, so you don't see those quite as often. Then over on this side, this bottom drawer is actually set up for to be a file cabinet. So you could get your legals or your 8.5 by 11 in there. And then a couple of more storage drawers, touch-up paint for your outside, and the host of remotes that everybody thinks you have to have these days. Okay, moving back here to the kitchen. Oh, we do have some up here I'll open up too. And I like the fact that you can see these two compartments are open to each other. So if you've got longer items, it makes it a little bit easier to get in there, and you do have another storage area over here. Then we move back to the kitchen here, and great Korean style solid surface countertop, plenty of storage. Tiffin or Allegro is one of the companies that do a great job on their cabinet doors. They make them in-house. They do all their backsplashes in-house. Just beautiful craftsmanship throughout. We've got some nice, deep, full pull-out drawers on this side of your sink. Underneath, plenty of storage room there. And that little slot is for storing these, so you can get them out of the way. And then up here we do have a stainless steel dual sink, and this of course has a pull-out sprayer with it. Moving over here we have the propane cook surface. Now, a lot of these coaches go all electric, have for the last 4 or 5 years. Some of them, are kind of a hybrid, which is what this is. And what I mean by that, it has the propane stove. You have a propane tank. You have a propane water heater with this. But you do get a residential refrigerator. So what that tells me is I've got a couple extra AGM batteries. When we get outside, I'll show you that. So this most likely has 4 AGMs and a minimum of a 2,000 watt inverter. And boy, this is good and cold also. So you can see plenty of storage there. I think this is like the 19.7 cubic foot. But again, the residential refrigerators are larger, which is always nice when you're camping, for more than a few days. And they draw very little power. So it's not a big drain on your battery if you have to kick on that inverter and use your 110 power to cool your refrigerator. Okay, over here, nice built-in silverware tray here. larger drawer. We do have the convection microwave. Most coaches have this anymore. You rarely see an oven in a diesel pusher. And then a nice little pull-out pantry there. And then again, some more storage on this side. As we move into the hallway, again, you'll see a few more components. This is to turn on your water heater and so forth. Your vent fans, which, you know, I showed you where those are. This one is blocked off. You do have a solar panel on this, and this is your solar charger unit or display unit. In the bathroom here, nice large medicine cabinet, and then good storage underneath here. And again, if you look at the countertops and the backsplashes, same material throughout, just beautifully finished. We've got the radius shower, and we do have 84-inch ceiling heights here, so it's actually quite tall. I'll step in here just to show you, you know, if you're, I'd say maybe 6'2", you're getting in here without having to hunch over. Much taller than that, you probably have to bend a little bit. Okay. Coming back here behind the refrigerator, we have a couple of really nice pull-out pantries. And then there's actually more storage space here. I guess I wouldn't call it a pantry, maybe more of a little linen closet. One thing I want to point out, down here on the bottom, we have our breakers, you know, our 110 breakers. These are 12-volt fuses, and I like the fact that Tiffin, a lot like Winnebago, uses resettable fuses. So if, you know, light's not working or something's not working, come back here, check which one of these are popped and reset it, rather than having to pull it and replace it with a spare fuse. So that's kind of convenient. Okay, back here in the bedroom, nice ceiling fan here, 2-speed ceiling fan, and it is a king bed. You do have power and little storage and USB ports on both sides of the bed, so if you have a sleep machine or something, you could probably put it up there. Underneath here, we've got some good storage, and you can see those are the 2 folding chairs with the matching fabric for our dinette. This may look a little odd. It's the support for your bed frame. This step up here is our engine compartment. And again, being a short one, this is a 33AA model, they have to do this. If you had 2 or 3 extra feet, it'd be stretched out and, you know, you'd have room for the full bed base. Over the bedroom here, again, very deep cabinets, and, you know, split in the middle, but the 2 side by side are open, and you can get a lot of room in here. This could be used, you know, almost as a dresser, as far as enough room to store most of your clothes in. And then back here we do have our main wardrobe closet. Nice that the light comes on when you open it up. Okay, over here we have a sliding door, and this is for your washer dryer. And then again, a little more storage under the TV. So this is mainly for video components. You do have, I would assume this would be used for a hamper. It's what I would use it for. And then you have, again, a couple of storage drawers here. 2 larger ones here. And then you get a couple more up here. So good storage throughout. And now what I actually want to do is close this up, show you what it looks like when you're traveling, and then we'll go walk the outside with the compartments. So let me go ahead and run these in. I like the fact that on most Allegros, I can run both these slides at the same time. You've got enough power. Some of them you can only run one slide at a time, so it takes you quite a bit longer to shut things up. I guess I need to get that one all the way in. There we go. So you can see that the bed sort of touches the dresser behind it, but it's still a usable bed if you wanted to go in and lay down while you're traveling. And then I guess while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to shut that fan off. And where did I see that? Extend. As soon as I find the switch for it, like I say, I'm still, gas, water heater, vent, ceiling lights, galley lights, well, it'll come to me. All right, now let's set up the living room for travel. First of all, this table provided by Tiffin folds down neatly, and rather than store it here, I probably would put it back on the bed, or more likely in the closet back there. And then here's our L-shaped couch. So this, you have to remove this cushion, and then this one stores down below. Once we do that, we flip a little lever, give it a nudge with our knee, we tuck that away. And then to bring these slides in, some people have a hard time finding them. I did it first. But the slide button is on the side of the seat here. Smooth and actually pretty fast. I guess I forgot my rug, but I see it sliding out of the way there. Let me... And now for the other side, make sure, yeah, got that in. Is it? Yeah, that is in all the way. And then and again, you won't find any full wall slides in the Tiffins, but they've been building for a long time. They do a great job. You can see how much room you have here to pass through. You can access the refrigerator without any problem, and also get into the bathroom. Okay, let's go outside and walk around the compartments and talk a little bit about the engine and tow capacity. Now that we've got this shut up, it'll make it a little bit easier. Okay, I'm going to start right up here. Again, this is a 32,000 pound GVW chassis. You have 12,000 pound axles on the front, 20,000 on the back. Here is our generator. There's an 8K quiet diesel generator here. You know, they insulate well, they soundproof well. These are very quiet units as you're going down the road. As we come down the passenger side, First of all, we got a couple of nice awnings, our door awning, and then we've got our encased main awning over on the patio side. In this first compartment, you can see we've got our propane tank, and it's like 104 pounds of propane. It's a lot. This is our hydraulic pump for our levelers and slides, I guess. Nice full pull-out tray in this compartment that you can access from either side. And then you also have 110 volt outlets over here on the side, plus a 12 volt outlet. And you can see it's nicely finished. They have lights throughout. We have our LG. This looks like 26-inch TV. This might be a 31 actually, out here under your patio. Water fill there. Your water tank's behind that compartment. It doesn't open. Come back here. You can see our chassis batteries with the master shutoff switch for your chassis. So those are your starting batteries. A couple of your slide out components over here. Over here we got a few more of our chassis electronic components. In this back one, these are a couple of bags of the leveling blocks, those Lego style leveling blocks. They must put them under their pads for the levelers when they're on ground or, you know, soft ground or out in the woods or something. 10-gallon propane water heater. It's nice having a ladder to access the roof. Now, here's your engine compartment, and one of the biggest differences between these small engine diesels is it has a rear radiator. Again, this is a 360 horsepower. It's a 6.7 liter Cummins, about 800 to 850 foot-pounds of torque. So you can't actually see the engine, but what you can see are the things that are important. Your oil, your transmission dipsticks, your engine oil fill. This is your air pressure gauge. It tells you when your air cleaner's starting to get dirty, when you might have to replace it. Your coolant here. Everything is easy to check the fluids and everything. And again, on a bigger engine, it might be a side radiator, but you know, these really do a great job for having that 6.7 liter engine. There we go. Come on down the driver's side. Just a small storage compartment there, but you'd be surprised how useful these are. You know, tools, spare oil, things like that. Over here we have our 50 amp power cord. This is our transfer switch with a built-in surge protector. And we have our def tank over here. You can only fill from one side on this one. Our water closet. So we do have the whole house filter. This is our water pump right there. Makes it very easy to access. This is your winterization tube if you're going to run the antifreeze through yourself. You do have an outside shower. Obviously our dump valves are right here. One nice thing is they do have a 4-inch, 3.5 or 4-inch line for both their gray and their black tank, so it's going to dump faster. City water connection. You have a black tank flush over here. This is your bypass valve. Everything's labeled, easy to get to. You even have a water pump switch right here and another 110 outlet. I like this. It's not a power rewind, but for your water hose, you've got a little rack there to wind it up on. That'll make it a little bit easier. And this is the back side of that storage compartment with the slide out tray. Again, you can pull it out either side, and it's nice when your slides are out and you have to get in here, because you can pull it out far enough that you're not hunched over and banging your head. And then here we have our house batteries. And again, like I said, you've got 4 6-volt AGM batteries there. You can see it's on a handy slide-out tray, and your disconnect switch is right there. Now, you do have another disconnect switch inside, but if you're going to store it, I would just use the master disconnect switch. Make sure there's no, little drain on your batteries. And then up in this final compartment, these are the electronics for the chassis primarily. And you can see, again, your 12-volt fuses are actually resettable circuit breakers for your 12-volt system there. And a fuel fill right here. So once again, a 2017 Tiffin Allegro Red 33AA, great looking coach. Let me grab my contact information here. Oh, and by the way, one thing Tiffin does that dogs love, this window. Now, they're not just doing it to keep your dogs happy. This is so when you're driving, if a motorcycle or a real small car pulls up right here, you can see out that window. So if you have any questions, give me a call. Once again, I'm Mark Love. You can use my cell phone and text or call me if you wish, 970-631-0083. We're finally getting a little bit of inventory in here. The supply chains must be getting a little bit better. If you have questions on this, or if you're looking for a Class A gas or diesel to take on vacation this summer, we have it. So please reach out to us. In the meantime, folks, I will see you again Tuesday. Drive safe, happy trails. We'll see you next time.